Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Nerdvana podcast. I'm your host Gianni,
And I'm your co-host Terrell. And
and
welcome to
it's
the
been
episode 4 of
yeah, that's
this
good.
journey with us. We got a lot of talked about. This summer's been kind of heat when it comes to a lot of stuff. Gaming, shows, movies. We got a lot to talk about now, so it's pretty dope. You want to start off with the Xbox?
Yeah, so Xbox games, they had a showcase. I mean, it's kind of we were kind of shit talking Xbox like the first podcast episode.
We surely were.
They heard that shit. They kind of cooked. I ain't gonna lie, they cooked. So Xbox had a big showcase event,
A
and I think
lot. A lot
it
of shit.
was. I mean, I'll just say right now, it's better than Sony's. I feel like PlayStation's was like kind of lackluster. I feel like it only had
Yeah,
like,
they kept
I
they
mean, like,
played. Sony was safe. They played it safe with that one.
which is fine. I mean, hey, PlayStation's still superior, but
Oh,
I mean,
obviously. Yeah,
but
of
I think
course.
Xbox games, I mean, they came out swinging. So like, let's get into it. So the biggest one that everyone's making fucking TikToks and memes about is Gears of War E Day.
Gears of War's E-Day. Now,
Yeah.
what do you think about the Gears of War franchise? What do you think? What is your opinion? Because you played.
Listen,
I have. I'm gonna be real, right? I'll say it right now. I haven't played a single one. I played bits of pieces, like a mission or two, but I do not know at all the story about it.
so here's what I'll say. Same thing with Halo. The first three are great. Like the
Okay.
first three, like again, I feel like Gears of War, just like Halo, was meant to just be a trilogy,
Yeah, because it ended
and
off
it
right, pretty well.
it ended pretty conclusively, and then
Yeah.
four pretty much forced. I always compare it to like Boruto or
Yeah,
Naruto.
the
It
next
kind of just like
generation, like
the
new
next
crew.
generation of
Yeah.
yeah, and I just felt it's like cool, I guess. I mean, I feel like three was very conclusive. I
Yeah.
mean, Gears of War fans will riot about that. They'll be like, oh, but you want more games? It's like, well, here's a great way to do it without pissing off the OG fans.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
Essentially-
prequels are a much safer way of doing it, especially because apparently E-Day is like a big event. Again, like, I don't know the story, but apparently that's like the event. Is that when the alien
Yeah,
underground things? I don't even know what
the
kind of
loc
things.
they're called
The
Locust.
locusts? Okay.
So I always compare it to like you know how like Last of Us fans have been wanting a 25 years between that time
Yeah,
frame of
with
like
Joel,
Tommy.
younger, yeah, Joel and Tommy.
This is essentially what Gears of War fans have been begging for the last
Oh,
2 decades almost.
two
They want,
decades? Damn.
my God, the first game 2006.
Oh, that is
So
true.
they
E-Day,
basically,
okay.
yeah, they basically been wanting a game based on when the Locust showed up and shit. Because there's been like a mission, I think in Gears of War 4, dedicated to showing a bit of E-Day.
Okay.
But fans have wanted a full game dedicated to that event because it is an event that kicks off the entire franchise.
Shit, I mean, we'll give it a shot. It's co-op, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
All Gears of War game.
we fucking tried playing co-op on what the Gears of War's the first remastered. Man, that shit doesn't even fucking work. You gotta fucking reframe, hardwire, hack into our fucking mainframe just to fucking be able to play together. Shit was fucking
Yeah,
annoying.
we're doing Halo instead.
Yeah,
But
we're doing Halo.
I'm
We're
trying.
playing Reach. Oh, that's amazing. But yeah,
Yeah,
E-Day, damn.
yeah. I mean, so that to me is like probably the biggest one that fans are excited for. But then man, this
I
is
don't
what I'm
know.
most.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 looks pretty crazy. That looks pretty crazy. If people were
My most hyped one that they showed off was Doom.
Oh,
Doom: The Dark
medieval,
Ages.
right? Yeah, that shit looks fucking lit.
My guy, prequels? Did I hear prequels? Because
Yeah,
Doom: The
prequels.
Dark Ages is also a prequel
Is it?
to the first Doom. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's also a prequel to the first Doom game.
So you're not playing the same. You're not playing Doomslayer, or are you playing?
You are, you are,
Okay.
you are. But you're playing him before he came that dude, like before he was like
Oh,
that guy.
okay. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, the Doom games have always been really good.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the first remake that they came on like 2016, then Doom Eternal. I mean, both those games are like in that genre of like just killing people and gore and shit.
Yeah, the straight
I give the
gunning, blazing.
I think I gave Doom Eternal a perfect score, 10 out of 10.
Damn.
I think the original
That's the
Doom is
second
like
one,
a
right? Yeah, that's the second
yeah, yeah.
one. Okay.
The Doom in 2016 or 2015 was like an 8. It was good, but man, Doom Eternal is like just play that one.
Play
You
that
don't
one. All right.
skip the first Doom because I feel like the
It's on
first
the
Doom is
Xbox
great.
Pass.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
The
how-
first one
okay.
is good, but the second one is man, that shit, just the variety of enemies, variety of
Yeah.
biomes, variety of like just the amount of ways to kill fucking demons, bro. Like it's just you're demon slaying things. Like it's like so satisfying.
Yeah, I played a bit of the first one. That those like when they flash and then you do the execution modes. That shit
Yeah.
was crazy.
My guy, during COVID, that was like my game that I played
That
was
was
Doom
cold,
Eternal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got out some serious anger with that game. Another game that looks really fucking awesome is State of Decay 3. I don't
They
know if
still
you're familiar with.
trying that? Wasn't the second one like horse ass? Like really really bad? It was dead
It was
off
alright.
rip.
I think it
From
was.
what I remember. It was
I mean,
literally
State
on
of
a
Decay is like it's like a MMO like
zombie. It's like another Daisy, just a Daisy wannabe type game. I always
I
viewed it
shouldn't say
as.
MMO, but it's essentially like yeah, like a Daisy wannabe. I mean, I don't know. It's Xbox's only like zombie game they have. I mean, we have Last of Us and PlayStation, and
Well, they had Left 4 Dead.
yeah, which for some reason they just stopped doing that. What they do? What was that one game they came out with
Oh
instead?
Jesus, that was ass. What was it?
It was
Yeah,
terrible. It's called like Blood or Back for
Back for
Blood or
Blood, Back
some.
for Blood, Back for Blood.
That shit was
That was
ass, bro.
bad.
Man,
Fucking less fucking immersive and less fucking gameplay than the fucking one released in what 2005 or like long time 2007, like
yeah,
long
something
ass
like
time
that.
ago.
Yeah,
But
something crazy.
damn, Dune Eternal. That's that Dune no Dark Age. Dune Dark Age. That looks pretty hype.
Okay, so a lot of people's game of the year contender right now is this thing called Wu Chang Fallen. What's it? How do you
Fallen
pronounce that?
Dynasty. Is
No,
that?
Fallen. It's essentially the monkey. The fuck. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even
the
know what
god.
that is.
He's like a god. He's like the monkey. Okay, I don't really. Again, I don't necessarily know Chinese mythology, but I do think he's like a powerful god in their
Wu Chang
mythology.
Fallen Feathers. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is what it's called.
it's a Dark Souls esque. It looks very crazy. The graphics look like god damn, like that. It looks insane, like Elden Ring type shit. So it's like that. People are hyped. Like I haven't seen much about it, but whatever I've heard about it, people are like, "Yo, this is gonna be game of the year." Which I
One
mean,
thing.
it's not that much of a. I mean, what else do we have? This year, it's not really
Yeah, I
that
mean,
much of an option.
I mean, here's my thing, right? Is like those kind of games, like all of these games are gonna be free
Oh,
on
yeah,
Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah.
But so it's like, is Xbox like, are they a game company or are they just like what are they?
What's his name? Todd Phillips.
Yes,
Todd
I
Phillips,
think.
yeah, he admitted, like he said, "Oh, we lost. We are more focusing on
No,
service based."
Todd Phillips is the fucking movie director. I think you're talking about
Todd Phillips?
Phil.
There's no way Todd Phillips is the movie director.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Joker.
Oh,
Phil Spencer.
oh,
Phil Spencer's in it. Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer said, "Yeah, we want Xbox to be more service based." So I mean, it's clearly obvious. Sony doesn't even have a fucking an Xbox equivalent pass. They don't even have that. So
I
they're
mean, yeah,
clearly
they give
want
out
it.
free games every month for PlayStation Plus users, and that's about it.
That's literally it. Like that's bare
Yeah,
minimum, to be honest,
yeah,
in my opinion. But yeah.
yeah. I mean, they showed some new updates for Sea of Thieves. They showed a
Oh,
game that I
that game.
completely forgot. Indiana Jones. It's an Indiana Jones game.
Oh yeah, a first person?
Yeah.
For what? Why? I mean, I don't know. Like if you want to do Indiana Jones, wouldn't have the smartest option be have it in a Laura Croft type style? Because that's literally
Uncharted.
what Uncharted Laura Croft. But no, it's a first person
Yeah, it's a first
shooter
person.
action adventure. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
again,
something like that.
the thing is, I can't even complain that much about these games because again, it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass, and I have Xbox Game Pass with these games or without the game, so I'm gonna be playing most of these shits.
I want to know who's playing the Indiana Jones character.
It's what's it, Troy Baker?
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
of
You're right.
course.
It is.
Yeah, come on now, Troy Baker. My good friend of mine, so met him once at MegaCon. It was pretty dope. But,
Yeah, you're like best friends, right? He
yeah,
signed
yeah,
your
yeah.
BB,
Oh,
right?
my
Yeah,
BB,
yeah.
Death Stranding, fucking phenomenal
Yeah, yeah.
game, top 10
Okay.
games of all time. And
Yeah, so I mean, like that's my thing, right? Is like these games are free, so it's like, but I feel like they should still be judged as
yeah,
regular
yeah.
games.
No, I
Like
agree.
like because I know like there's an argument of like, well, if it's free, should it be like ranked as fairly as? But it's like, it's not free.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
not
subscription
free. It's a
service.
subscription. Like that's the thing. It's not technical. It's like $10 a month, which is not a lot, but it's not completely free. But no, I mean, they tried doing. They added like a Starfield DLC. No one gives a fuck about Starfield.
They're
That's
asking. I think
dead.
they're
Yeah,
finally taking advantage of the Fallout craze. Fallout 76 coming out with a brand new update.
that too.
Skyline Valley.
Skyline Valley.
They
Metal Gear
showed off.
Solid. They showed off
Yeah.
more Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Oh my god, that is my most hype game. I'm going to buy that shit. I'm gonna pre-order it. The second that they have it released, I'm getting it. That
So
shit is
Metal Gear
crazy.
Solid Snake Eater is it's looked at as like the Resident Evil 4. Like it's looked at as
It's
the
the
best.
best Metal Gear
It's the
game.
best Metal Gear game.
Yes.
Even though I think it's Phantom Pain, just because of like I just like Phantom Pain.
Yeah, but have you
Uh,
played Snake Eater?
I own the PS2. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah, that's how old it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that is PS2.
I would say Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the best narrative and probably I mean it's the coolest game.
It's
Some
the
of the things
coolest
they had
game.
in that game were dope. Like the fact that like they were having shit in that game that wasn't even fathomed at the time. Like the fact that you have all this food, and if you just leave it and you come back 3 days later, all your food is spoiled.
The one of
Even
the
though
biggest boss fights was a sniper. That's a really old dude, and if you literally genuinely wait long enough, he dies of old age. And that's the thing. That's just the genius of Hideo Kojima. It's the amount of Easter eggs, especially like back in the fucking. He was doing this since fucking Metal Gear 1. The amount of Easter eggs and detail goes fucking insane. It really
I think
is just a genius.
there's also a boss in the game that like takes like he used to corrupt your fucking save file
That was in
or some shit.
2? Was
No, I
that in
think
3?
I think this is 3, bro. I think that's
Oh,
all in 3.
yeah, yeah. You had to change. You had to unplug your controller and
Memory
put it in the
in a
other one.
different
Yeah,
in a different one because he was anticipating all of your movements and shit.
she was crazy.
There's also a different boss, like it's like a psychological boss where essentially like he shows like all these ghosts of all the people you've killed, but it's like you didn't have to kill any of these people.
Yeah.
So if you kill nobody, there's no ghosts.
Oh, I
But
think I
obviously it's a
remember what
game.
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was this one boss where he read your memory stick, so he names off the games you play. I think that's the one you were talking about. He
Yeah,
literally names,
something
I
crazy.
like I see you've been playing whatever the PS2 game was. So like it's like what the fuck? Like they
Yeah.
reached your memory card. Again, just
I
like,
mean,
that doesn't happen anymore. Those like details, those like passion in video games is really kind of dead.
I don't know if they'll keep all of that though in this reboot. You think they'll keep all of that?
They fucked him up. They fucked Kojima up. They fired his ass. That whole debacle was fucking bad. So that's the thing,
Konami.
Konami. Like that's the thing. I'm kind of like, I'm hyped, but is it gonna have the Kojima style? I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping they keep it bar for bar. I want them to keep it bar for bar. But look at Resident Evil 4 remake. It was good, but they took a lot of out. They took a lot out of it of the original as well.
I think for the better,
Yeah,
personally.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. The
some of it,
upskirts.
some of it didn't age well. Like the very end where you finally save her,
President daughter. Yeah.
she's like, so you trying to fuck? And it's just like, yo,
17
what?
year old, yeah, what the
Yeah,
hell?
like what the fuck? I don't know. So
Like,
again, I
hell
don't
no,
care.
cuz.
I don't. They showed off a game that I haven't heard talked about in like a decade called Fable, but apparently there's like Fable's a franchise.
My guy, that's a
Just-
damn near 20-year-old fucking. It's been in the grave for like damn near 20 years. What? They're bringing back Fable?
Fable 3 was like 2014, 13, something like
Okay,
that.
yeah, but who played Fable 3?
Okay, I'm just saying.
That's like, yeah. The original Fable came out in 2004.
I mean, that looks cool to again. I like that they're bringing shit back. Like I'm always up for like bringing stuff back and reboots and shit like that.
Yeah, clearly
Um,
because they don't know really how to make original IPs anymore. So fuck it, let's just stick to what works at this point.
Yeah,
I'm
they
fine
showed
with that.
off. It announced a brand new Life is Strange double exposure. Life is Strange is a weird franchise for me
It
because
is weird, isn't it? It's so weird.
because it's very it's choose your own adventure.
like
The
Detroit
first
Become
game,
Human.
yeah. Even though it couldn't hold a fucking
Yeah.
candle to that. But it originally started off as like a Telltale, like you pay per episode, or you just buy the whole season pass and get all the episodes unlocked automatically.
Oh, okay.
It used to be like a Telltale, like
Yeah,
format.
episodic. Yeah.
Yeah,
episodic.
but now, especially with True Colors, it's like a full-fledged game off rip. But they're charging more money for it now. Like True Colors was $50 on off release. I think Life is Strange is like $25. That's it for all 5 episodes. So it's very debatable, like if going to that triple or like what do you call it, double A, triple? I don't know what you would call it, but like
I'd
going
say
to a
it's-
triple A, like
Yeah, what is it? Yeah.
it's to me, it's like there's a debate of like, was that the best direction for the franchise? I mean, for me, I haven't touched True Colors because I didn't hear anything good about it. But Life is Strange 1 and 2 are like solid. I would say Life is Strange 1 is kind of cringy looking back at it, but Life is Strange 2 is like, if you love the movie Chronicle, that's pretty much Life is Strange 2. Your son,
yeah.
your brother, your little brother essentially has the powers of like 11 from Stranger Things.
And you guys run away from the government pretty much the entire time.
Running away from the cops. You're on the run the entire
okay,
time.
Okay.
So I mean, like that to me is like way more cool than like I'm a socially awkward girl that controls time. Again, looking back, it's
Yeah,
so
but
cringy.
It is cringy,
She's like,
but
I can.
that everyone still quotes. That's the only game people know about them, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Here. No one else. The other games, no one gives a fuck about that. I don't know. You're the only person that I know that played multiple of them. Honestly.
Life is Strange. Well, it's because Chloe. I mean,
Yeah.
Chloe was like the best character from Life is Strange. I mean, she got her own fucking prequel.
It was DLC,
her own
right?
her own prequel
Yeah.
DLC. So it's like, I think it's one character can really like make you remember a franchise. No one remembers Max, the main character, but everyone remembers the blue hair Chloe. Like everyone remembers her
The love interest, yes, of course.
best friend, love interest, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's something I don't know anything about it. I
Yeah,
mean, but again, Game Pass, I'll probably play it.
it's
But
hey, fuck it, it's free,
they
so might
finally
as
showed
well.
more gameplay of
Of
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed
Creed,
Shadows.
yep, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
Uh, I fuck with the I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's so it
Tread lightly here,
is,
bro.
bro. No, it is so just. It's just fucking Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know, like at least the Yosuke, the samurai,
Yasuke.
the black samurai. Him, it's literally just you play as what is the name, Jin?
Yeah, Jin.
Yeah, Jin. You play. It's pretty much that. So I'm not. I think it is optional of who you want to play as, like what's it called, Syndicate was. So I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna lean towards the stealthy shinobi female character, which I do not know the name of. But her gameplay, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking kind of the stealth in it looks pretty lit. I'm kind of
I
hyped about
mean,
that.
surprise, surprise. Like when we played For Honor, your favorite character was a fucking
Yeah, it
shinobi
was shinobi that.
with the fucking like, and my favorite character was the samurai. So I mean, like I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll fuck. I mean, it's cool. Again, 3 years too late, 4 years too late.
A couple, four, but
Ghost
like
of Tsushima.
damn near 15 years too late. People have been asking for an Japanese Assassin's Creed since one or two, like on since
Yeah.
this fucking franchise started. So it's like
Yeah.
kind of crazy, but I mean, it's looking good.
Ubisoft, they always feel like they're late to the party. They always feel like that old head that's like, late to the party. I mean, they were late to the party with like
Man,
a bunch of other games. I mean,
how the
again, the
mighty have
tat.
fallen.
I mean, I don't know. It's just to me, it's like I'm gonna get it. I'll play it. It looks fun.
I don't know. I mean, it looks. I mean, yeah. Again, it's looking better than Valhalla. What they did with Valhalla for me. But you like Valhalla, right?
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Again, I really just want them to. It just I don't know. I want them to kind of lean away from the RPG side. Again, people love the RPG side of Assassin's Creed, but like
That's what it is now. I mean,
I kind of want them to like dial it back a bit. Like it's a little bit too RPG. Like just dial it back just a little bit. Like
Okay.
that's my only request is like I kind of like want it to be a little more like not linear, but like again, Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 I feel like are great and Unity's super underrated Assassin's
Unity.
Creed.
It's one of my favorite worlds, honestly, when it comes to Assassin's Creed. The densely
My
packed city of fucking Paris, fucking
my
phenomenal.
guy
Chef's
had
kiss.
the
Chef
had the
kiss.
best parkour in any Assassin's Creed.
Which is like what, like, yeah, like why
It's an
did they not
afterthought
stick to
now.
that? Yeah, it's literally
It's an afterthought.
Yeah. It's like what the reason, again, one of the main reasons why I fell in love as a kid. I fucking loved fucking parkour. So Assassin's Creed, it was right up my alley. And then when Unity came out, oh my god, the fucking seamless, just like being able to jump through people's window, through people's houses, and then it's just
It's an
it's the
after and
best.
plus co-op.
Yeah.
That's like an afterthought now.
But they
Co-op.
fumbled the multiplayer so bad. Like I can't even get mad at people for not even thinking of Assassin's Creed. How Ubisoft fucked up that launch. It was fucking horrible. It was so
Yeah,
bad.
that people remember Unity, they remember all the bugs and shit. But I
Yeah.
mean, again, it's probably the last Assassin's Creed like I genuinely like loved playing.
Yeah,
Even though the
understandable.
story was kind of mid, but like I don't give a fuck. It again, it's still really good. They have a new turn-based RPG called Expedition 33.
Expedition 33. It's like
It
XCOM type
looks
shit.
no, it looks to be more like it looks really cool. It reminds me of like Marvel Midnight Suns a little
Oh,
bit.
so it's
It's
like a
like
card type shit.
well, it's not a top-down turn-based like
Okay.
Baldur's Gate. It's like a third-person
Third person
turn-based,
base.
which is
Hmm.
kind of like Midnight Suns was kind of like that.
Yeah. Midnight
But
Suns
I
is
mean,
kind
it
of
looks
like that, but like kind of more also like cards. So you were actually like playing like cards in Midnight
yeah.
Suns.
So I mean, this looks really dope. It reminds me more. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Final Fantasy a little bit. How Final
Oh.
Fantasy had like that switching between people type shit mid
Okay,
game.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Except
get that.
it's turn-based. It's not like constant. It's turn-based.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. I mean, I'll look into it because again, this is all gonna be free. It's all free.
No dead ass.
Free. It's all on Game Pass. $10 a month. Which I guess maybe if you get enough people to pay for that, it makes up for the lack of money these games would make if they weren't on Game Pass. I don't know.
No, definitely, because I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like most of these, especially like the game you just talked about, Expedition 33, is like no one's gonna play that if it wasn't for Game Pass. A lot of these games, no one would play if it wasn't for Game Pass. I would say.
In that sense, is like hooray, because I mean I don't know, like
It's more accessible,
cool.
so I mean, hey, if you can get more people to play, fuck it. As long as the
Let's
games are
talk
good. As long
yeah,
as
yeah.
the games are
Let's
good.
let's talk about a game that people are gonna get regardless of Game Pass,
No, yeah.
and that's very controversial for
The
me.
yearly fucking withdrawal. People just need their little fucking COD kick. They need their
Call
COD.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
They
my
show
guy.
a new movement base, and all of a sudden it's not COD anymore. Oh wow, look at that, guys! It's
I
something
can
completely
sprint.
different.
I can sprint
Wow.
side to side and back and
Whoa.
forward and whoa, dude. It's like, man, these
It's
fucking
Call of
people,
Duty,
bro.
bro. It's Call of Duty. End of the
It's Call of
day,
Duty.
it's gonna be fucking ass, just like any other Call of Duty is. I'm sorry.
No, it's not though, Terrell, because Call of Duty's amazing. I like dying in 2.6 milliseconds to a fucking 10-year-old kid who doesn't even go to school anymore. Like
Fucking
I love that shit.
stimulus overload is nothing but kill streak, multi kill. Like, ugh, I don't. It's not my cup of tea. I've lost my love for COD years, almost damn near 10 years ago, honestly.
Say this right now before all the COD fans throw up a fucking fit. I am a Call of Duty fan, or I was.
Yeah,
I
I
used
was.
to
Yeah,
be.
everyone. Yeah, yeah.
You're not. I mean, everyone's childhood was again Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. You know, Black Ops
Yeah,
1, 2.
3. Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, like that to me is like my childhood. But
I put weeks of my life into those games. So
yeah,
I use again. It's just I don't know. Isn't it one of the biggest things is that it's not even a standalone game? It's considered a DLC to the fucking Call of Duty fucking
HQ.
launcher HQ. Like what the fuck is that? Call of Duty HQ? And
that's modern gaming. That's modern gaming. You don't own video games anymore, Terrell.
You really don't own nothing.
They're still using the same Modern Warfare 2 launcher to launch games.
Modern Warfare 2.
People were having a bug where they bought Modern Warfare 3 and they had to buy Modern Warfare 2 in order to play Modern Warfare 3.
Oh
Because
yeah,
because it's using the Modern Warfare 2 launcher.
That's gonna.
Which is like,
yeah.
man, I don't know. Here's the thing, right? There was screenshots. I don't know if it's real, but Black Ops 6 is gonna have all the zombies from all the Call of Duty Black Ops, which I mean, that is kind of cool.
That's kind of, they might be cooking if that is the case.
If
Then
it's
Kino
free,
de
if it's
Toten, yeah, the
if it's
Eisendrachen.
free, like I don't mind playing that just for
Yeah.
nostalgia's sake. But the campaign, they showed off some campaign stuff. You play as I don't know his name, but again, it's like it looks kind of cool. Again, espionage, like
They're gonna
like,
have a no Russian moment here.
Man,
but maybe
this is-
it's gonna
I-
hit a little bit harder for some.
I
people.
don't know if I wanna. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's real.
I think like they have. It's Saddam Hussein's in the game, my guy.
I know it's 2000 and like it's 2001.
So
That's the only. I'm not saying it, but 2001. Think of all the crazy things that happened in 2001. There's a mission supposedly. I don't want to say because I don't want to get fucking demonetized, but like, essentially, it's gonna be in there.
We're about to be building hopping. That's all I fucking know.
You know, man, you had it. There's gonna be something in that game that's.
Yeah,
It
it's-
might be.
Yeah.
But is it gonna be? Or do you think they're just using that to create buzz? Like,
But that's the thing, right? Wasn't the thing with the last Call of Duty like they had this mission that's gonna be crazy, but it wasn't even that crazy. It was like a
the
suicide
no
bomber.
Russian the no Russian mission.
Oh, the
in,
version, yeah, the new version of No Russians, because the original No Russian was fucking crazy in Modern Warfare 2. That shit was wild.
the
They
airport
even,
massacre.
yeah, like I said, Europe was banned in Europe, and before the game even started, they said if you want to skip it, let us know. You can skip it. But the new version was pretty stupid, right? It was just in an airplane, people screaming, and then someone blew up the airplane, and that's it, right?
Essentially, like, my God, the mission lasted. I
Like
shit
2
you
minutes?
not, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't even get to move around. It's just 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute playable cutscene.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Which is like cool, I guess, but it's lame. Lame as fuck. Honestly, it was lame as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of cool that like you had a gun and you can choose not to do anything, or you could choose to shoot the bad guys, and like it increases like because they're trying to frame you as the terrorist.
The terrorists are pointing you as a terrorist, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if you shoot them, then the footage that's released is like, oh, you have a gun, and you're shooting people. But it's like, if you don't shoot, again, it's an
Doesn't
illusion of
matter.
choice.
Yeah, it doesn't
illusion of
matter.
choice. So I mean, and I don't know, it was kind of dumb. It was whack. If they do have that mission in Black Ops 6,
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna.
they
be
might
pretty-
mention it. It might happen in the game, but I don't think it's gonna
gotta
be.
be a mission, bro. It has to be. Like, again, because the whole point of this Black Ops 6 is they want to be like, this is Black Ops. They want to capture like we are not the new Black Ops. This is actually we're capturing the old Black Ops with again the new movement base, the new bringing back all the old zombies. They're trying to like what's it called? Remember bury us. Like remember this, remember this. So if they don't, they have to at least put a one wild ass mission in order to make the COD fans feel like, oh my god, old Call of Duty is back. So I do think if
weird
they
calling
want
it
that.
Black Ops 6. I don't know. To me, like Black Ops 6 is just a
I'm
weird
confused
name.
because Black Ops 5 wasn't even a thing, right? It was just
Cold
Cold
War.
War. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
Cold
not
War.
Black Ops. I mean, whatever. Again, I don't know. I'm not really. Again, I've played Modern Warfare 1, 2. I always thought they were ass. I
It's
don't
just
really.
gonna be a Warzone reskin. I don't
Yeah.
know. Who gives a fuck? Like to me, it's like cool. It's still gonna be a Warzone reskin. Like okay, cool.
It
Everything's
will
gonna be
be
about
nah. It
Warzone.
will be. I will die laughing if that shit is genuinely the same shit they did with fucking just literally just Warzone maps. I would just drop you in the Warzone map. That would be hell. That would be hilarious.
Granted, though, this is the first Call of Duty that's had like what 4 years of development because
Yeah.
it's Treyarch.
Okay. Okay. So,
4 or
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
5 years
Okay.
of
Okay.
development. So
Okay.
I mean, like Black Ops Cold War came out like 2019 before COVID.
Damn.
2019, 2020, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I mean,
time flight.
like,
Yeah, again, every time I hear 2020, I'm like, yeah, that was like last year. No, damn near 5 years ago. Fuck.
so I mean, this is the first Call of Duty that has like at least 4 or 5 years of development. So I mean
Okay.
that, but again, like people think that means it's gonna be good. They don't think that they're lazy.
It's a DLC. It's still considered a DLC to the
Yeah,
fucking launcher. So it's like, yeah, 6 years of work, but how much can you really accomplish? I don't know. Again, if we're proven wrong, hey, we're proven wrong. But
it's free, so I'm gonna
yeah,
play it on Game Pass. It's
but
gonna be on Game Pass,
I
so
put
I'll
more
play
money
it.
on it that it's just gonna be another COD shooter. But that's just my opinion. You know, just
I'll
like
play the
fucking
campaign.
just like fucking NBA 2K is the same shit every goddamn year.
I know
Whatever.
people are moving towards that. Oh, the campaigns don't matter in Call of Duty, but I like the campaigns.
Well,
Like
the fucking they don't give a fuck about the campaigns. Clearly, the game, the
Modern
fucking
Warfare 3
makers.
campaign was so fucking bad. Oh my god.
I saw clips
These
like that shit almost put me to sleep. I'm like, yo, people.
top 3 worst Call of Duty campaigns I've ever played in my life, easily.
I'm
I'd
surprised
rather
it's not
play
number
fucking.
one, honestly.
I'd rather. It might be. It might be the
Yeah.
worst one I've ever played, just because it's just
I mean, you remember
recycled
what they did to
Warzone.
Soap, right? It's just an offhand cutscene.
Dies like a fucking idiot. I want
Like
to say the
a-
R word so
yeah,
bad, but he
just
dies like a fucking idiot.
bro.
He just does like and again, the game just ends. No time to like
Well, because it needs
marinate in it.
because Modern Warfare 4 has to come out. It's sequel baiting. They have to make Modern Warfare 4, then Modern Warfare 5, and then maybe Modern Warfare 6, and that might be the final one. And then they fucking redo Price and all the Ghosts. They redo them again 2 years later. You know, new characters.
Modern Warfare 2 was so good. The
It was good.
campaign
I will
was
admit
so
the
good.
campaign was good. I will admit that.
The campaign was so good. Like my god, the introduction of Ghost, Soap, like that shit was so awesome, bro. Like the fucking the border mission where you're sitting there crossing the fucking Mexican border,
Oh
like
yeah,
that to
yeah.
me was hit home for me. But like that shit was cool as fuck. Some of the mission designs in that game were so unique and so well thought out. The fucking AC-130 missions that people have been begging for, they did
Oh,
those
they brought
again.
them back, right? Because they were gone for like forever, which is
They
surprising.
brought the
Those-
AC-130
those
missions
were-
back.
Those are dope. You know,
My
fucking
guy, the
classic
fucking
ones.
obviously the fucking oil rig mission, like
Yeah.
when you finally you're now ghost team. Like at the very end, the last mission, you're off the grid. You put on the fucking ghost masks. Everyone puts on ghost masks. Like that shit was awesome
Yeah.
as fuck.
And
I don't
then,
know.
well, remember it was because they said they'll promise to keep it updated for what 2 to 3 years, and then literally the year after that they released 3. And
Activision's like, no, you need to make a new Call of Duty,
Yeah,
and we're like,
so it's
but
like-
we don't want to do that. Well, we
Yeah.
have to.
God
Mm,
forbid
fucking-
just skipping a year, right? Because fucking having people want your product is a bad thing, I guess. Having people want more is a bad thing. Like, they need to just spoon feed them dog shit, and people will defend it.
What do you think of
Defenders,
COD
bro.
players? Because you said that COD players are like, you said something that I like a lot. You said COD players are like the most consistently disappointed fan base that they still buy it every year.
That I can't even. I'm not even gonna say any sport game fan, obviously. But when it comes to like gamers, yeah, COD is definitely the most. I mean, like again, it's gamers in general. I think even in any fan base, I don't know, like fucking music fans, fucking Taylor Swift, fucking movie fans, gamers get the most dog shit fed to them, and for some reason we're still the most divided. We have people defending it with their goddamn lives, and then I'm like, yo, why the fuck are you defending a company that literally doesn't give two fucks about you, wants your money, but does half the work when it comes to the games? No passion, no art direction, no fucking nothing. But for some reason, people defend it. I don't know.
Terrell,
That's what I'm saying.
Terrell,
COD players are like that. It's like,
skill-based matchmaking. That's the problem with Call of Duty. It's not the lack of content, the lack of innovation, it's skill-based matchmaking.
man, it's
Skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking. That's all I hear COD players complain about.
Yeah.
Skill-based matchmaking. You
That's
mean
the
the better
problem.
I get, the more comp I have to face? I don't want to do
what
that.
the fuck? Exactly.
You mean I can't just log in and just crush a bunch of fucking level 2s? I'm a level 300. Like what the fuck, dude? I don't know. Maybe we're rainbow players. We're used to skill-based matchmaking, but
Even with rainbow players, I don't know. Like rainbow, I'll say rainbow is more toxic than COD, but I don't know. COD, I guess maybe my personal feel like that's just a frat bro ass game. Like I don't know. It just I don't
it's
know.
a casual player game. You
Yeah,
can't expect anything of it. It's really
yeah.
casual. Like I think COD players, the reason COD doesn't innovate is because the player base is very casual. They don't give a fuck.
I
It's like
think
same thing with NBA 2K,
yeah, exactly.
Madden. Like they
Yeah.
just play it to play it. They don't give a fuck.
And that's the thing, right? If that's the case, cool. Keep that in your corner. Let that be your little world. My problem is when Baldur's Gate came out, all those fucking COD people, all those casual Baldur's Gate, winning game of the year. Baldur's Gate, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is Baldur's Gate? I never even heard of that game. Spider-Man should have won Game of the Year.
Spider-Man, like mid-ass story.
The fucking what is this fucking Spider-Man
Yeah.
fucking toys in there? Baldur's Gate? What is Baldur's Gate?
See, that's my problem. If you like Spider-Man, if you like Call of Duty, enjoy it, but don't dog shit, genuine shit that's honestly better by like a mile. Like it's
Let me
better.
rephrase that. Don't dog shit nerds. Like
yeah, nerds.
nerd
Yeah.
games still win. Nerd RPGs and nerd-based games that are for the nerds, that are for the I don't even know what you would call it. The people that actually give a fuck about gaming. I don't know what you would call us, but like
Just passion. It's
passion.
It's just
Passionate games and passionate games made for the fans, for gamers, will always win Game of the Year. Always. That's why Elden Ring won Game of the Year.
Of
Even though, what,
course.
Elden Ring?
Yeah,
You
no
mean
one
that
knows about
game
that.
What the fuck is Elden Ring? I played Elden Ring and I died 75 times in 2 minutes. That
I
game
will
sucks.
admit though, after Kai Cenat, people are playing Elden Ring now, so people are finally opening their eyes to like, okay,
Which
wow,
is
that's
awesome
crazy.
because the Shadow of the Elden Tree, or I think it's coming out in this month.
Eldritch Tree, yeah,
Elden Tree or Elden Ring, something like that. I don't know.
I think it's Eldritch, but yeah, it's definitely coming this month. A $40 DLC, but it's practically going to be.
Oh,
a
Erd
game
Tree.
type.
Yeah, Erd Tree. You're right.
Erd Tree, Shadow of the Erd Tree. It's gonna
I'm
be.
stupid.
They said it's gonna be the same length as Limgraph, but it's gonna be more dense. So it's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm getting it. I'm hopping back in.
They
I need
said
to- I need to
said
finish it, but yeah,
they could have easily released a brand new game
yeah,
and
they-
made this.
yeah.
But again, From Software, they're for the gamers. It's a DLC.
Yeah, and that's
With
one thing I'll give them. That is passion. Straight fucking all the art directions. It's so amazing. They had George R.R. Martin literally do the world building for Elden Ring. That fucking genius. Lazy ass.
Crazy
genius,
is the Elden Ring community is so awesome because they're actually helping players beat one of the hardest bosses that you have to beat in order to unlock the DLC when it comes out.
Oh yeah. It's like he's under
Mogmid, the Blood
Yeah.
King or some shit that you
He's
have
a
to
side
beat him,
boss. Funnily enough, a side boss.
but you have to beat him in order to access the DLC.
Which I
So
think it makes
play-
sense. It's good. It's good like that.
players are actually helping people beat that boss, so when the DLC comes out, they can play it. Which I mean, that's just a cool fan base. Again,
A positive
we're
community. Yeah.
we're so used to toxic fan bases with obviously Siege and don't even get me NBA 2K
Siege?
by
Oh.
far is the most toxic fan base I've ever played on. It's NBA 2K. Not even close.
Really?
You'll be up by 30 fucking points, which is basketball by the way. You'll be up by 30 fucking points and you'll man pass the ball. Like
We winning.
you miss one shot, man. You fucking suck. Da-da-da-da. It's like we're winning. Again, NBA 2K, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. The only two games where I've
my
been
God,
winning,
bro,
and I've still
yeah.
been getting shit talked.
That makes no
We're-
Rainbow, bro.
we're
You're going
winning.
off. People still dog talk you. Fucking call you.
Man, let
racist
us get a
words.
kill. Let us get a kill. Let us get a kill. Fuck, bro.
You so
It's like
oh
we're
my
winning.
God, like,
Who gives
oh.
a fuck? Man, I've heard the N word so many times playing Rainbow Six Siege. Man,
Oh, yeah,
the amount of
fucking
fucking
anywhere. Yeah, that's just people.
the
love saying
fucking
that shit.
people are so fucking toxic in that game. But I mean, honestly, speaking of like, good communities, we recently got into a game that we're late to the party like Ubisoft.
Late to the party a bit, just a bit.
Two-
A couple years.
Hell let loose. We have like dived
P-
headfirst
The
into it.
PTSD
Simulator.
That shit is something. I'll give you good. It is. It's so.
It's
good.
a it's a World War II it's a World War II first person shooter. It's very realistic. It's probably has one of the nicest communities I've ever been a part of. It's weird to me.
It's so like that's the thing. It's so chill. How like everyone is literally like if you ask something, they will give you like an in-depth explanation. Because it's a very I'll say it's not a begin. The game does not hold your hand. It is a very immersive World War II. So as in, it's not like Call of Duty where you can customize your guns. Iron sights are the only thing in the game. Tanks drive like genuine real life tanks, so you need three people. Fucking
But
artillery.
Terrell, I played Battlefield 1. I played Battlefield 5. It's like no,
It's not
no,
that.
bro.
We went into that thinking it's like Battlefield One. That shit is
Nah.
not Battlefield One. That
Way
shit.
more communication required, way more fucking
Games will
immersion.
last like an hour to an hour 30 minutes sometimes, but like
And
it's satisfying to play.
my guy, I've heard like when I play a medic, I don't think I've ever heard a game. Again, I revive people. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Everyone says thank you. That's crazy to me. I get a thank you. Like that's weird. That's a
Fucking
weird feeling.
bare minimum is impressing us. It's fucking sad.
Man, I've had times where I revive somebody and then their head gets blown off and just man, like
It's that's
the
the thing,
fucking
right? It's just you're talking to someone, yeah, la, 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 then just silence. You look to your right, they're just gone. They're just gone. Like it's just nothing.
proximity chat is
Yeah.
haunting in this game.
It is crazy.
People get very immersed. They're screaming like it's real life. Like it's insane.
My
Yeah,
legs.
yeah. I mean, to me, like I don't know, immersion in the game is like it's top tier in that game. Honestly,
Yeah.
again, it can be frustrating
It's
sometimes. You
slow.
get
It's
shot
very
from
slow. Sometimes I will say.
yeah, you get shot from 1,000 meters away. You're like, where the fuck they get shot from? But I don't know. To me, it's a fun game.
But once you go
Uh,
off, yeah, it's just dropping people. It's fun. It's
Speaking
if
of
you have an Xbox Game Pass, get it. You know.
yeah, again, Game Pass, Game Pass. Speaking of immersion in video games,
1 second, I got my fucking goddamn fan is going crazy right now. God damn.
I was wondering what that was.
You
And then I
can
was
hear
like,
that shit.
yeah.
My bad, people. My bad. But speaking of immersion, or
Stalker, Heart of Chernobyl was also on the
Stalker
Xbox showcase.
2, that game franchise is as brutal as Tarkov, as brutal as Hell Let Loose, but it's so fucking good. It
So tell people what Stalker is, because we talked about it briefly in the last podcast. But I mean,
Well, Stalker is practically, I guess the best way to, the most mainstream one to relate it to was what,
Metro?
Metro Exodus. So if you know anything about the Metro Exodus games, it's pretty much like that, but it's not a linear story. It's more open world, and you play as again, a stalker. Stalkers are a group of people that go into the zone, which is, I think it's in, takes place in Chernobyl. Yeah, Chernobyl. So the zone is, the radioactive zone, the Chernobyl leak and everything. Stalkers go in there to fight anomalies and get fight other stalkers. Essentially, is what it is, and it's a very unforgiving, hard game. But it's so
I mean,
satisfying to play.
this game, the graphics look amazing. This is a
Yeah.
modern game. Like this looks insane, bro.
I played the first one. It's unforgivable. It's so, oh my god, the game looks fucking amazing. Literally on some Last of Us 2, but first person graphics.
This looks like just a way better engine that Metro was running on. This looks like
yeah,
a way
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. I can
this
see
really
that.
looks like the world looks very similar, but the engine, I mean, it looks really really great.
I've been trying to get you to play the fucking original Stalker games. Hey, they have mods. We can. I'm telling you, it is. You'll enjoy it.
This is coming out. I'll just play this.
But when is this coming out though? That's the
I mean, I
question,
don't
right?
know,
Because
but
I'm gonna be
it's
real. This was announced like damn near 3 years ago. I've been waiting for this for a hot minute. So
it is a Ukrainian company, so I mean, things have happened to Ukraine since this was announced, Terrell. I
just
don't.
a few couple little things here or there, but let's not get into
Yikes.
that. Let's not get into that.
Anyway, but okay. The reason I wanted to bring up this game is because we watched the movie.
So yeah, pretty much what the you if it's a Russian going into a zone, it came from the movie a 1979
79.
Stalker by fucking
Andrew
Andrew Starkovsky.
Tarkovsky.
The Star
Tarkovsky.
Yeah, that. And bro,
Andrei Tarkovsky is his name. Yeah.
Andre Tos- I got a lot to say about that movie. It's a 3-hour movie. I guess the best way to say it, because it says it's a sci-fi. It's not sci-fi. It's the best way is it's a philosophical movie. It's pretty much you reading a philosophical book about the meaning of what it is to be an artist and opening your heart to the world as an artist, as in like, when you're an artist and you share your work to the world, you expect, positivity, but all you get is negative backlash that makes you feel like the world doesn't view you as a person but as something else. It just
So I mean, here's the thing, right? Is we watched this together.
Yeah.
Like we watched this, and I ain't gonna lie. It's a very, very slow movie.
it's a
and
nothing movie. It's a nothing movie. I will say that, but I fucking
mean,
love it.
It's based off a book called Roadside Picnic, loosely based on a book called Roadside
I say
Picnic.
loosely, yeah.
Yeah, loosely based. But I mean, I feel like for me, it's a very almost like what's the term? not autobiography, but like it's a very like it's very based on the
Personal,
director.
yeah, very
It's very
personal.
personal to the director. Because I mean, for me, he when they were making this, we Criterion Collection. There's a
Criterion's collection.
bunch of behind the scenes shit, and they were talking about how they were complaining how the shots were too long, and the director's response was, "I'll just make it longer."
Yeah. Tarkovsky, he showed the footage, and people were like, "This is a great movie, but why are some of the scenes too long?" And then him as an artist, was like, you know what, fuck y'all, I'm going to make it longer because that's the thing. He made this movie for himself, and as a again, I want to be a film director. That is my passion. I would love to direct something one day. So like, as me viewing it as a want to be film director, and him like it just hit home for me, you know. Just the it was really good. I like the what is it? There were three characters in this movie, so it's pretty much what the writer,
Stalker.
the professor, and the stalker. The
Yeah.
stalker essentially, I gather, I can't recommend this movie. I don't know, like I feel like if you have any interest in watching it, watch it. If you don't really have any interest in watching it, just watch a YouTube analysis video on it. I think you can get the gist about it.
It is very divisive because
It is, yeah,
a lot of people will leave this movie going, "What was the point of that? Like, what was the point of that? I was
yeah.
just 3 hours of nothingness." And it's just like, man, people watch Skinamarink. Where the fuck that bullshit
Skinamarink
movies?
in this
Skinamarink.
house. In this house.
So I mean,
Fucking
like
black screen, fucking yeah, corner of the
hallways
wall.
and shit. I don't fucking know, dude. Like to me,
Yeah.
it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I mean doesn't really mean much because that just means it's 6 out of 10 or higher. But I
Yeah.
mean that's still
I
worth
look on
something.
Letterbox. That's my gather. Letterbox is one of the highest review movies. But the thing, my biggest gripe about it is essentially, I guess the zone wasn't what I really thought it was. Again, I understand that wasn't. I guess clearly it was. That wasn't the point of the movie. I understand that now. But when I was watching, I was like, so he's the stalker. Pretty much what I view it as. The stalker is God. I think because literally anything and everything the two characters, the professor and writer, and us, the audience, know is only what the stalker says. Literally we practically don't see anything, and nothing really happens in the movie, but we just have to trust the stalker.
The
And
zone, the
yeah,
zone is unforgiving. The zone is it will
the
meat grind
zone
you.
is
It'll destroy you.
the zone is an ever-changing, dangerous maze. But Tarkovsky, he never showed that it's an ever-changing, dangerous maze. It's only that the stalker says it, and I like that because at the end of the movie, it's pretty much them giving like not believing in him, and in a way, I guess them finally throwing God out their lives and with more reason or whatever. I mean, I know not reason, but I mean, I'm not really religious, so I can't really. But again, my perspective is different from that. But I
The
really good.
This movie again is really good for
Yeah,
only being 3 characters deep. I mean, again, a lot of it's lost in translation because again, it is Russian. It is it is a subbed film, but man, that some of the monologues again, the shots are really long.
yes. Oh my God,
So
the
to pull off some of
monologues.
these monologues, like these paragraphs of sentences and that they're saying and shit, I mean, it's very impressive. I
Yeah,
can only imagine how many takes how many takes that actually took. When they finally get to the zone and it goes from like this weird like almost
yeah.
Blade Runner like orange to like just color,
The movie
man's
starts
lying.
off with like monochromatic, like not even black and white, but it was like brown and white fucking
Yeah.
thing. And the second they hit the zone, color and everything. It's crazy. It's kind of cool because
It
again,
is.
it's the view. Again, that was for it's the perspective of the stalker. Because remember, the stalker, he loves the zone. The movie begins with him leaving and his wife begging him not to go, but he clearly the world he lives in is nothing but a dirty gray, black and gray, just ugh. But then the second we hit the zone, from his perspective, everything turns to color, and I really like that. That was really good. I will say that.
Man, the score in this movie
Oh,
is
phenomenal. Haunt.
it is
Ooh,
phenomenal.
it is.
Again, I left this movie. I think I gave it a three. I think I give it a 3.5 stars
Three.
out of 5,
Okay.
which for me is like I
Well, for me, it's
respect
more
the
like
movie.
4.5 for me. But
I
yeah.
respect the movie. I respect what it did. I respect that the director stuck to his guns. I truly believe that a real director makes a movie for one person, and that's himself.
Himself, and
That's
he clearly made it for himself, and you
so
have to respect that.
I mean that's when the best films are made. Denis Villeneuve is one of our favorite directors, and he
Oh my
makes all of
god,
his movies like
yeah,
that.
my favorite
Uh,
director personally.
yeah, and
But
that's how you make
yeah,
films. You make it again. This is again the '70s, back when it's a Russian film from the '70s.
70. So the budget clearly wasn't there, but what they were the environment. But again, I mean, it is was it was it after the fall? I don't know exactly when the Soviet Union fell,
I don't
but
know.
like Russia does have a shit ton of like have entire cities abandoned. So like all you
Yeah.
really have to do is just record there. But like the set design, the cinematography, fucking chef's kiss. Like I said, if you have any interest in watching it, watch it. If you don't, again, it's just watch a YouTube analysis because it is a
It is.
3 hour
I will
movie.
say
It's
this:
three
it is on
hours.
HBO Max. It is
That
on
is also
HBO
true.
Max,
HBO
and it is
Max.
free on YouTube. But I mean, it's not like the best quality, but it is
Yeah,
free on YouTube.
yeah.
So I mean, it's 2.5. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes for
Of course,
me.
I will say watch it the fucking Criterion Collection version because that's supreme. But yeah,
I mean, that's the thing, right? Is the some of the again, the throwing the nut bolts to see what you
again,
know that
that's dope.
shit.
That's very again the video game literally took that off from Stalker. The Stalker video game franchise is based on this movie practically. But I mean, it's again at me as an artist, I really like the message and meaning behind it. Again, I really like the writer. I think the writer's my favorite character. Stalker is really good. The professor, that's the one character I'm not sure what he was getting at with. I really don't know like what he. I don't know what the professor was supposed to represent. If I'm being honest,
The
I know
last like 40 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's lost interpretation to me, but I was lost the last 40 minutes of the film.
I can
After the
see
fact,
that.
I kind of pieced it together, but I mean, the last like 30 minutes for me was kind of confusing.
I guess the last
But
40 minutes, I'm gonna keep it real. They were practically in one room. Their last 40 minutes, it was literally just one room and them talking. And yeah, I mean, again, I understand. I do. It's not. It's an artsy fartsy movie, but it's a very deep philosophical. And if you're an artist, you will like it. I think.
I mean, I give it 3.5 stars out of 5, which I
Yeah.
feel like for me is, oh, so you hated it? No, I think 3.5, 5 is good. That's a good
Yeah,
rating
I'll
for a
give it
movie
like a more of
that's.
a 4.5 for me. It's I fuck with it. I'm low key like I'm already thinking about the tattoo. Like I'm like, yo, this is gonna go crazy. The fucking random, the Russian alphabet me. I think that's phenomenal. I tried to learn it a couple of times and here and there, but I do wanna sit like Duolingo that bitch. Just learn Russian. That alphabet's just amazing looking to me.
So we watched something else. We watched Stalker, then we watched The Boys.
The
The Boys season
boys.
4 is officially premiered. What are your thoughts? 3 episodes launched. 3 episodes launched at the premiere. 3 episodes.
Well, I
So
guess for everyone else, we've watched The Boys. We've talked about the episodes. We're a fan of The Boys. It's a really good TV show. I will say that my one gripe about it, I'm assuming people already know about it and watched it, is that each season finale kind of gradually became worse and worse. The first season was okay, good. Second season was like, not really. Third season, I generally think the season finale is one of the worst Boys episodes in my opinion. So I was like, what are they gonna do with season four? They dropped the first 3 episodes. They're cooking with this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving the season already. It is such a difference from season three, but like in such a good way. They're actually like it's more of like it's kind of crazy how they're like focusing on characters now. It's more of like a character piece now. It's really
for
good.
me, I love that knowing it has an ending because they
That
said
too. They've announced season
season
five
5
is
that's
going to
gonna be
be
it.
yeah.
So you can clearly tell where they're going with this season. I think Anthony Starr as Homelander. That is one of
He
the best
carries it.
characters. Him, and blow A Train
Yeah.
right now. It's like, what the fuck?
Indeed, blow hatred.
Like his his ability to be so cold
It's a
and
stare.
so
It's a
like
fucking stare. His how does he fill his eyes with such hatred? Like you can just feel the hatred oozing out of his character. It is so
a
fucking good.
Homelander is like evil Superman essentially. He's a Superman.
Yeah,
He's evil Superman
he's
essentially. But
pervy evil Superman. Right
man,
on, sister.
his that shit's fucking hysterical. So if The Boys for me is like one of the funniest shows I've watched. Again, the humor is very dark. So if you don't really like fuck with like dark, like not like dark humor, but like it's
It
very
is
like
dark humor. It's not average person. I don't think I could show my mom this
my
type
guy,
of
the
humor.
fucking gore in this the
Ooh,
gore.
the gore's
Holy
good.
shit, my guy! Like people's faces getting melted off. Like the
The
gore does
arms
never
ripping off. Yeah,
never fails to amaze in this
never.
fucking shit. The gore is really fucking good.
I'm
Um,
liking the new characters to introduce. Firecracker.
and Sister Sage, I think was the
Just
name.
was it Firecracker or the Guns
Yeah,
Powder?
no, Firecracker,
Firecracker
yeah.
and She's good. She's like the whatchamacallit. I wouldn't
The
say
alt,
alt
I
right.
and
Yeah, like what's his what's what?
conspiracy
Yeah,
theorists,
conspiracy
tinfoil hat,
theories.
conspiracy
Yeah,
theorists,
like
like
Pearl, whatever that fucking white girl is. But yeah, like very like leaning into the conspiracy theory. It's very parallel to our political point, especially last couple fucking since 2016. It's very much divided like that. I do like I like so much about the season. I don't know. I think they did. Frenchie was my favorite character up until season 3. I think the way I don't know what the fuck they thought with Frenchie's character in season 3, but I think he took like 20 steps backwards. But these past 3 episodes, again, Frenchie's back to my favorite. I fucking love Frenchie. He's so good.
my guy Billy. They made
Billy,
Billy Butcher.
yeah,
Billy
Billy's
Butcher
good.
was my favorite character for the first 2 seasons. And season 3, I feel like
Yeah,
a
I
lot
don't
of
know. Yeah,
characters
season 3
took
is like, what is that?
steps back,
Yeah.
and I feel like Billy Butcher has taken like a bunch of steps forward. God forbid he's starting to see like, man, maybe I should be like a good person now. That's kind of
This is the
crazy.
first season where he's actually genuinely being doing a good person, and that's like screwing, not even betraying his own friends. Because in this season, he's not the leader anymore. It's Mother's Milk, and Mother's Milk
Yeah.
got his he has no more beard. He has like a mustache. It threw me off the second I saw it, but like he's good. Mother's
Well,
Milk
he's
is a
CIA
phenomenal
now.
character.
He's
Yeah, yeah,
CIA now.
yeah. They're like the boys are like now an off branch of the CIA to stop the Soups because the Soups again this season is about Homelander isn't necessarily the main focus anymore, which is interesting. It's the politician lady that what's her name? Again, I don't know.
Victoria Newman.
Victoria, because she is very very close to becoming the president, and the CIA knows, and the boys knows that she is a soup herself, and the CIA is hired the boys to pretty much assassinate her.
She can explode people's fucking heads.
So she's a undercover a soup, and so they know that if she becomes fucking president, she's gonna side with Homelander, and when Homelander's pretty much Hitler. The dude's saying, "I genocide like humans are like, what is it? He has his
Toys.
son. Humans are for our amusement. They're our toys. They're so fragile. If they break, so what? Just move on to the next. They're nothing. They're below us. We as superheroes are superior. They're like what is it called? A capybara. Humans are like capybaras and everything. So like obviously." You don't want a soup to be president because that pretty much ends up regular people are end up being slaves. So that's pretty much the gist of this episode, season. So Homelander is still Billy Butcher's main main target.
Antagonist. Yeah.
But for the boys, like Huey, Mother's Milk, Frenchie, what's
Kumiko.
Komiko, and Starlight, their focus is on the politician lady.
Which for me, like the character development in this season, I feel like for A Train is like really
A-Train,
good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's not making.
I don't
it
know.
out.
I don't think he's making it.
out. But I'm.
He's like finally because A Train the season 1 was very selfish, very self-centered.
First 3 seasons, I'd say.
And then season 3, like
He starts getting
obviously,
panic attacks because he had a heart thing, like a heart
Yeah.
problem. So like, but then in season 3, he killed that one racist dude by dragging his ass across, and then they put the racist
heart
guys-
attack.
Yeah, then he got a heart attack, and then they put the racist guy heart attack in him. So he has a second chance in life, and again, he's actually like doing like. He's actually a character, like he's actually like bettering himself now too, which I really
I
like.
would say that people like this is definitely a redemption season for him and for Billy Butcher. I would
yeah,
say.
100%.
The Deep man, that motherfucker. I don't know. That his obsession with the octopus is like his fucking like
Bro.
the octo. They got Tilda Swinton
to voice
to
the
fucking voice
octopus.
act.
It's so funny.
And it's like his behind the scenes girlfriend because again he can't be fucking fish
Because
because
of
he's
the
deep.
yeah, it's a humans, it's bestiality, but
Yeah,
no,
he's on the
but-
bestialities watch list already.
But I mean,
and-
the deep fucks fish. I mean, the first season was him and the dolphin, him trying to
Yeah.
escape with the fucking dolphin. Now it's an octopus. So like, yeah,
Man,
Deep
that
is
shit,
hilarious.
that shit is my guy. She's in the chair. I miss you. We're not intimate anymore. What's wrong with you? Again, it's like a human wife. It's
Yeah,
fucking creepy. It's
literally
weird.
Like talking to like a regular ass spouse, but it's a fucking
Yeah.
octopus in a tank. Like what
In a
the
closet,
fuck?
hidden in a closet. Like he doesn't have it in the main fish tank. He has it in a closet, hidden away. I want. Let's just run away. Let's just run away. Our love. It's like, man, that shit's hilarious.
That shit is hilarious.
Again, The Boys is consistently hilarious. It's a
Yeah.
hilarious show. For my sense of humor, at least, it's hilarious. The fucking man, Anthony Starr's fucking humor.
It's definitely
Black-
the funniest. I feel like it's the funniest season. I don't know. It's so funny. I'm dying like every couple seconds in this. The references, even to like the parallels to real life, it's funny.
My guy Black Noir
Oh, Black
has been replaced. My guy, he's like a fucking actor who's the soup, but he's like,
Yeah.
man, what the fuck is going on? Like he's not used to all the fucked up shit. He's like, I just don't know what I should be doing. Like, should I be fucking people?
No,
Like, I
the
don't know.
first time he talked. Okay, so like Black Noir again. Spoilers. Okay, well, it's a different guy. He's so like he's a quiet type. So like he's usually quiet, but then was it episode 1 or 2? Homelander made them do something fucked up, and then like out of nowhere, damn guys, that was really fucked up, huh?
Talks. He's not supposed to talk. It's weird. It's like the equivalent to like it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's a
no,
very silent character.
And everyone's saying,
and now
shut
he's
the fuck
talking.
Up, Noir. You're not supposed to talk. Shut the fuck up. You're talking too much.
Anthony Starr, just Homelander, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Man, he's acquired the smartest person in the world, Sister Sage, who's like a
I like
like a
her
genius.
too. She's like an evil genius. I fuck with her. I like her too. Like again, they're good characters.
She's pretty much showing him that like, listen, the way to be, to take over the world isn't to like make everyone against you. It's to make everyone against themselves,
other,
and then
come to
and then you
Caesar.
come then you come to save them like Caesar.
So,
From the Romans, you make them turn on each other, then you come save them.
because she said statistically it's bound to happen. So I guess so. If you're the smartest person in the world, of course you would think that. But
Again, there's this child that has been a character since season 2, and like he's basically Homelander's son, and it's like it's weird.
I
It's
didn't
like
like him, but I do like. I think his acting is good. He's definitely gotten like way better. It's really I like him now. He's
man, that milkshake. He took that milkshake away. He's like, you want that milk? Man, fuck you.
No, he came in
Again,
with the milkshake. Hey, champ, look, I know I took your spotlight, but here's some milkshake. You'll get your solo adventure.
No. I know I made you kill somebody.
No.
He's like, throw him hard. He said. Remember, he said throw him hard.
No, my guy, he thought he was crying because he thought he stole his spotlight, but then he found out his son was upset that he killed someone. He got mad at his son for being upset that he killed someone, so he took his fucking milkshake away.
Take that fucking milkshake away. That shit is fucking hysterical. Again, the show, like, the humor has been the most consistent thing about the show for every season.
That's the thing.
Even season 3, which I think was the weakest one, was still hilarious.
Yeah.
Still 10 times funnier than any fucking CW fucking daytime television fucking show, for me at least.
Yeah, 100%.
It's hilarious. My guy, the clone guy, man, there's some shit. Again, every season of The Boys has to have some... Okay, because every fucking superhero is like a freak. They're like a sex fiend,
They're
freak.
all fucking super duper freakos.
There was the fucking the Ant-Man knockoff that was like gay.
That was in 3, right?
That was in 2. I think that was season 3.
That was
Season 3.
That was the first episode 3, just jumping into the
jumped into a guy's penis
because he shrunk, so he jumped into a dude's fucking urethra.
And then he sneezes and gets big and kills the guy. It's like, man, anything that you think they won't go there, they go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, a guy's can clone himself. What would you do if you can clone yourself?
I guessed, and I wasn't even ready. I was like, oh, he's fucking himself. No. Again, watch this season. If you guys haven't watched it, watch it. I'm not gonna.
Don't even start with the guy who has the big dick, the giant fucking giant fucking 12-foot fucking dick.
No, he was Mr. Fantastic, but with just only his dick. That's fucking mother's milk getting a.
Getting nutted. Oh my god, that was season 3.
Yeah,
that was like season 3.
Yeah,
It was
the
gangbang, the superhero gangbang.
yeah.
There was a term for it. I forget what they called it, but again, it's the gangbang episode where they're all just. It's like a sex party.
Yeah. Again, season 3 is the weakest, but it still wasn't compared to like most other TV shows. Yeah, it's great.
Hero-gasm is what it's called. Hero-gasm.
Yeah, the hero-gasm. That is
shit scarred me, bro.
But man, another TV show that we need to still get to watching because I do want to review House of Dragon. House of Dragon.
Yeah. House of Dragon comes out this Sunday, I think.
Is it this Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday, yeah.
No, June 16th. June
this
16th.
Sunday.
Watch.
I'll catch up.
We need to watch this shit too. I want to do the weekly review because fucking they recap. I don't know how they did it. Well, it's easy. They cut D&D, Dan and Dave. They got them the fuck out of there. They haven't worked since Game of Thrones, which again, great. Don't ever let them fucking write anything again. But
listen. Let's get this because we barely talked game. We touched on Game of Thrones a little bit, but Game of Thrones, man, I mentioned, was good up until the last 2 seasons. But you know why? Because the books ended in season 5. No, season 7. Season 6 was the last time the books ended.
No, season 4
7.
Season 4 was.
Okay, but they were kind of just like
Yeah.
Picking it up because basically George R. R. Martin gave them cliff notes of how this shit's gonna end, and Dan and Dave was just like,
No, no,
How can we ruin this entire thing that we've worked on
it's
for the
not
last?
because they ruined it. It's because Disney gave them a little. Ooh, you guys want to make a little Star Wars trilogy? And then they said yes. Okay, fine. No, fair, fair. But then they decided to say instead of because George R. R. Martin wanted to make Game of Thrones 11 seasons. HBO said 9 or 10. They said nah, we can do it in what 8?
Eight,
But
8 seasons.
yeah, but the last 2 seasons are like half the episodes of a regular season. So
I think every season is 10 episodes. And the last season 7 was 6 episodes.
Six.
No, was 7, and then season 8 was 6 episodes.
So technically, not even 8 episodes, like 7.5 seasons. They rushed it. Again, it's not one of, it is the greatest, worst ending, fumble of like TV show history. Game of Thrones was peak. It was above fucking Harry Potter. When Game of Thrones at its highest, it was above Harry Potter. It was above Doctor Who. And when it comes to fandoms, it was on top. And over that course of season 8,
I would say
it fell
it's
into obscurity.
it's the biggest fumble because from where it was to where it fell.
It's considered
Because people will feel like people will say like, "Oh, Dexter season finale sucked," but I mean, it's Dexter. Like,
Dexter,
okay, cool.
yeah, Dexter in general.
And
is a
Lost,
bad show.
and Lost. It's like, oh, the Lost season finale sucked, but like again, it's Lost. It's again, but Game of Thrones was like,
It was
again,
the
20,
greatest show.
2011. It was HBO's like first like hit show since Oz.
Yeah.
Since True Detective. Like again, it's like it came out before True Detective. So like Game of Thrones, I remember growing up thinking like, wow, Game of Thrones is like, they'll just kill off main characters. Like wow, that Game of Thrones moment that they'll just murder main characters and the Jon Snow fucking fiction in the background again. They'll just kill off main characters.
As
Season
you can
1.
see, I kind of like Jon Snow. That's him right there. I kind of like him. I kind of fuck with him. But yeah, they butchered it. Oh
Hey,
my
Ned
God,
Stark, you think is gonna be the main character for the entire show? And the end of the first season, that holy shit, they just kill him.
bro. Game of
holy shit
Thrones
moment.
was the first show that made Studio C that subverting episode expectations and killing all of main characters it could work and it worked fucking perfect. But then Dan and Dave got greedy and impatient. They say, "Oh, we want to hurry up. We can finish this. La la la, whatever." You got fucking Starbucks cups in the fucking shots of the goddamn episodes, like 2, not even
So,
like 2.
so we
Starbucks
feel
cups.
like Danny sort of forgot about the Golden Army, but they sure didn't forget about her. We just kind of
Yeah.
feel like she forgot, and it's just like,
We have to choose a king that is the greatest story of all. Bran, the most boring fucking dead character. It fucking again, Game of Thrones is still again in my heart. Season again, it hurt. It hurts every time to think about it. How bad
find
they
a
fumbled it.
fan-made ending, a fan-made video essay about how it should have ended,
That's
and just
it.
go with that.
Yeah,
And just go with that.
That is my canon exactly. So again,
Because
speak back to House of the Dragon. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how within the first season they're able to kind of low-key capture that bottle again. They caught lightning in a bottle with this. So I'm really hoping they don't fumble this season. I don't think they will. I don't. Again, first season
guy.
was good. This season looks good too.
it's so crazy how good writing is what Game of Thrones was built on. Because there is cool action set pieces in Game of Thrones. There is
Yeah.
really cool, the Battle of the Bastards, the Watchers on the Wall. There are really cool action set pieces, but the writing,
Bro, fucking Littlefinger, what's the bald dude again?
Tyrion.
Tyrion, but what's the bald guy? The eunuch?
Oh, I don't fucking remember.
Viserys,
Viserys, yeah.
Like just their dialogue, just them talking back and forth. Like, oh, I have a riddle for you. The fucking king. Like it's like these riddles, these prophecies, these like
Again,
political scheming.
Game of Thrones was at its best when there's the political shit was going on.
Exactly.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you live or you die. That's like one of the best lines in the
Literally,
entire.
that is what it is.
And for me, it was like the Game of Thrones is like if you were smart, if a character was smart and they played the Game of Thrones, they lived. And towards the last season, they're just like,
No,
we'll just do dumb shit. We'll just do dumb shit. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. You got fucking. Oh my god, dude.
I mean,
I'll
that's the
never.
thing. One benefit is even the actors talk shit about it. So that's the thing. That's the thing. When people still defend it, it's like, bro, Jon Snow, fucking Tyrion Lannister, Kit Harington, like all of them said, yeah, this is ass. Kit Harington said, I would have bet all my money in the bank I would have killed the fucking Night Watcher. He said it out of his own mouth, and yet people still defend that Arya should have killed him. Fuck out of my face, bro. Fuck out of my face. It is crazy.
Wasn't that awesome when the Night King gave you his background, gave you his story, and gave you his motivations? Oh wait, he didn't do that. He just died. He just shows up and then dies. Remember that first episode, the very first episode of Game of Thrones. What the fuck? What are they called? Fuck. What's the Night King's White Walkers?
White Walkers. The White Walkers.
Remember when they were the biggest threat and they
Yeah.
were the entire show? Now you remember this battle where the White Walkers officially showed up?
Jon
That thing that
Snow
they've been
one?
teasing.
Yeah.
the season since the season fucking 1,
The
and
ice
this
dragon.
oh my god, season 8 when they finally fucking show up, and it's like this. Oh my god! Like, remember, I think that's when we knew. Oh, the season's cooked. It sucks. Because we were like,
After
oh my god,
the
the
second
build
episode
up,
3 ended, yeah.
the build up, the Jenny of Old Stones, the guy singing, and you just see everybody like, damn, they're all about to die. Everyone's about to die. Like, this is insane.
4 or 5 characters had their character arcs completely complete. Them dying made perfect sense. But again, their thought is, well, the audience knows they're gonna die, so guess what we're gonna do? We're not gonna kill them, huh? Subverting
I got,
expectations.
you know, the season sucks when fucking what's his face? The guy who got his dick cut off, Greyjoy. Fuck.
Reek.
Yeah, Reek. He became Reek.
Yeah, Reek.
My guy, but what was his name?
Theon Greyjoy.
Theon.
Yeah.
When Theon fucking Greyjoy probably had the best character arc for the entire fucking show.
They only did him that's the thing. He's the only character they did right.
Him, and the guy who was simping for Daenerys.
Yeah.
The what's his name? Yoren or some shit, or Jorn. Fuck, what was his name? Jorn. Again, it's been a long time since I watched it.
Danny Sim, like he was in love with her since season. Like he was the guy there since season 1. He was on.
And he died protecting her, which was how his arc should have finished.
Jorel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which he was like the he was because he was the true heir to the throne, because he's actually technically the true heir to the throne, but he doesn't want it or some shit like that. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he doesn't want it or something like that. I think that was his character arc or some shit like that.
No,
and I remember
he had the sickness, the stone sickness.
Yeah, the grayscale. The grayscale.
Yeah.
But technically, his bloodline was supposed to be like, had claim to the throne, but he doesn't care about it. He doesn't want it anymore, because he thinks the Targaryens are the true heir to the throne. Because again, he's simping for Daenerys. And again, the dope ass sword from Game of Thrones, fucking White Claw or whatever.
White Claw.
Is it called White Claw? The fucking Jon Snow sword.
Yeah, White Claw.
It's supposed to be his sword, but he doesn't want it. He's like, yeah, it's yours. If my brother gave it to you, then it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, his brother gave him the sword before he died.
Yeah. So like again, it's big.
Again, all these characters, my guy, Brienne of Tarth, the giant lady,
she should
have died,
bro. She got knighted. It would have made perfect sense, but instead,
the one thing she's been chasing for the entire fucking series.
But then they just had her fuck Jaime. That was so fucking forced. I'm sorry. That was out of nowhere. I think that's why I like the dynamic. She looked up to him. She always viewed him as this higher like person that you would never be able to reach. But Jaime was like, you know what? Let's fuck. And then he fucks off to Cersei.
Listen. I'm about to go into it, man. I can feel the rage building up. I will forgive you for butchering Daenerys' character. Whatever. You want to have her fucking go crazy and kill everybody? Fine. I don't give a fuck. It was kind of teased. It was kind of teased. It just happened way too fast. It just flipped like a switch. You want to ruin Jon Snow by making him a simp? Oh, you're my queen. You're my queen. I'll do it.
My queen.
I fucked you once. Yeah. You want to ruin those characters? I will forgive you for that. You want to ruin fucking the Night King? I will forgive you for that. Jaime Lannister was one of the fucking best written characters in that entire fucking show.
I would say one of the greatest character redemption arcs. I hated his guts for the first 2 seasons.
Season 1 and 2, you hate him.
Fucking disgusting.
That bathtub scene, man. You can't even watch it on YouTube without watching the first 2 seasons of the show, because it doesn't do it justice.
He said they call me the King's Killer. All he said was burn them all.
He sat there. He's emaciated. He's broken. He starts crying. Yeah. He starts crying in the bathtub. Again, first season, he's this high and mighty cocky knight who kills people, and he's like the best swordsman ever. And then literally he's crying in a bathtub, skinny as fuck, and just saying like, he's just like, everyone calls me the Kingslayer. It's like, do you think he goes, I don't think he thought he was gonna die. I think he just thought that he would go on living. Like, again, he's having this. Everyone calls him the Kingslayer. Yeah. He stabbed the king in the back. Like, people, and he literally goes.
People like, he's not proud of it. That's the thing. Like
but everyone calls him the Kingslayer. He killed the Mad King. He killed the Mad King.
But he saved the entirety of King's Landing. That's what people don't give him credit for. But no one gives him. I mean, and they doesn't give him. He fucked off back to his sister. And,
he stabbed him.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
He stabbed the king in the back, though. That was what was huge. He stabbed him in the back. He killed the Mad King and stabbed him in the back. And again, Ned Stark was like, again, belittles him in the first season. Like, yeah, did that what you said with the Mad King when you stabbed him in the back?
But like, he saved people, exactly. Yeah.
And he goes, why didn't you tell Ned Stark? And that was his best fucking line. He goes, you think the honorable Ned Stark wanted to hear my side of the story? Man, that he judged me guilty the moment he laid eyes on me. Yeah. Which again is like the fan base. It's literally talking to the fans. Like, we judged him guilty when we fucking man.
But then he goes fucks off back to Cersei, and then
Back to
they die
Cersei
in
and
each
then
other's arms happily. I guess I don't
fucking
fucking know. Fuck
stupid as shit.
again. Hey, House of
Makes
Dragon.
no
House of Dragon is a good show. Okay, guys, watch House of Dragon. If you want to
makes
watch both of
no
them, watch House of Dragon.
fucking sense why he would go. Man, he should have killed her. He should
Yeah,
have went back, killed her, and died. His whole character arc was leading him back to killing Cersei. And what does he do? I'm scared, Jamie. I'm scared. Hell, it's gonna be all right.
It's
It's
okay,
gonna be
baby.
all right. And he just dies.
Yeah.
Man, at least I guess the Hound got a good arc because he ends like fighting the Hound versus the Mountain.
I feel like he kind of went on the cornyish way, but I mean, it was decent.
But that's what the people wanting,
Yeah, it
the
was
Hound versus the
decent.
Mountain.
Yeah, and they got it. It was cool.
We got it, which
Yeah.
was cool, I guess. Daenerys snapping and killing everybody and going crazy. Jon Snow killing her was a good scene if you
made
just
sense.
watch that.
Yeah.
If you just skip the entirety of Game of Thrones, you watch that scene like, damn, that's a dope ass scene.
Yeah.
But again, it's like it happened too fast. There was no milk. There was no like, again, Game of Thrones used to be slow building and payoff, and it all was just rushed. Just rushed. Everything's rushed.
Man, it should have been, again, my personal opinion, 11 seasons build off, because they showed off Dany's craziness in what season? They started showing it off season 5, as early as season 5. No, season 6, when she burned Jon Snow's friend, his the big dude's father and his brother, when she just burned them. So like, okay, I see it, but have it build slowly, not the bells. She just slept because of the bells. At what point in Game of Thrones did that happen? I never heard bells before.
They
All
were
of a sudden-
surrendering.
Yeah,
They were
exactly.
surrendering, and that's when she decides to kill them all.
Again, that would have made sense if we had 2 more seasons of building that. It would have made sense. That's the thing. What they did what they did with Daenerys Targaryen's arc made sense, but too fast. Making Bran king is just fucking dumb. I don't understand. That's a stupid thing. I don't know. I don't know who it would have should have been, but
I'll never
not him.
forget that the
Not him.
director of the episode where the Endless Night, when the Night King and his army are out front, the director
Everyone
himself said
outside, yeah.
outside of the fortress was gonna die.
But the director said it. Then, but Dan and Dave came in and said, no. You somehow have to make. Grey Room should have died. He was out there. Made sense. He should have died.
My guy, when
Again.
he kisses his wife, kisses the girl, the slave girl that he fell in love with, he kisses her and then he walks away. You could see it in her eyes, like, oh, he's dead. He walks with his soldiers, and again, it's like again, he should have died. He should have
Yeah.
died. My guy, that episode where again, the episode before that when fucking Podrick singing Jenny of Old Stones, and you can just see the montage of everyone just getting ready for the fight, and you're just like damn, they're all dead.
The calm before the storm.
Before the storm.
And then the storm never fucking arrived. It just never came. It's just, all right, I guess wave. It's just a wave of zombies. And
Who did they
then
kill? They killed Joran. They killed Yoren, and they killed one of
killed
Jon Snow's
Jon's-
night friends.
Yeah, the one dude that was with Jon Snow since season 1.
Since the beginning, they
And he
killed
just
him, which
killed. It was Sam's fault. He literally-
side character, and then again, I guess they killed some people. Again, they hide in the again. Even fucking Tyrion Lannister's actor, what's his name? Peter Dinklage's like
He said-
they put us in the crypt where all the dead people are.
It's like,
And
so
the Night King
dead
can raise the
yeah,
dead.
the people are coming back from the dead, and where we put the women and children in a crypt. It's like-
Where all
it's
the
like-
dead people are. It's like it makes no fucking sense.
Oh man, bro.
I should never have to see Dany with a sword fighting people. I should
Yeah,
never have to see
That was-
Tyrion's
that
little
was weird. Yeah, that was-
fucking ass with a sword fighting. Again, it's just stupid. It's
Yeah.
dumb. I don't
Again,
know.
it's-
But House of Dragon, though,
it's
the
good.
writing is so much better. My guy, my wife and child are dead, and here you are, crows feasting on their corpses. Like,
yeah.
again, they
Oh.
take. What's his face? The
Viserys.
doctor? Is that his Viserys, the king
King,
that
the
again
king,
is
the
getting
fucking
old
dead-
and crippling away?
Literally just fucking does nothing but rot away throughout the entire season. It's crazy.
'Cause again,
And
it's the curse-
That's what I like. The curse of exactly. If the king himself is not worthy of the Iron Throne, the Iron Throne either will kill you or cut you. And every time he sits on the Iron Throne, he gets cut.
It cuts him.
Which shows you that he's a good king. He's a passive king, but
Yeah,
he
he's
was
a
not
bitch.
worth the Iron Throne. And now this season, they're gonna fight over it, and I'm hyped.
My guy,
We'll talk about it.
the only thing I didn't like about that season was that what they did to my boy Sir Kristen Cole, the fucking the noble knight, where when he lays with the queen.
Oh,
Like,
the
to
one
me,
that became a bitch just because she didn't want to run off with him. That dude.
Like to me,
Yeah.
like he was the most noble and most honorable character in the entire fucking show, up until the time jump, and then it's like
I
he
like
sleeps.
that. That makes sense.
but then he slept with the queen, which is like cool. Be like this fucking again, it's weird, but like fine. You want to lay with the queen, like fine. But then he's like, I'm in love with you, and it's just like, bro, what the fuck?
No,
Like,
no, you could be in love too, but again, let's run away together. I know a little nice little shack down there we can live forever in. Like, dude,
she
shut the
literally
fuck up.
fucking, she literally says
She literally would
like,
have had your kids when you dumb fuck. You could
she's
have
just
had
like, you could be my fuck boy, and you could be my friends
literally
with benefits, and we can be fucking just behind the scenes, but I have to marry somebody. I don't want
calls her
that.
a whore. He called her a whore for that. Like, what? Yo, you dumb fuck. You saw her right, and you said no.
House of Dragon, there's a big time jump. There's a time jump between
If I was that fucking knight, I'd be like, yes, ma'am, yes, fucking
lay
ma'am.
with that Targaryen bitch, bro,
Oh
from
my
fucking.
god. Yeah.
But Damon's the coolest character in the entire show.
Of
Matt
course,
Smith,
it's Matt Smith. My God, Matt Smith's a phenomenal actor. Doctor Who, ooh, phenomenal. He's amazing. I love him.
Damon Targaryen is the dopest fucking character.
So cool. So he's so.
Again, he has a
fucking cool.
peaceful life.
Yeah.
And his wife kills herself because she's a rider's death. She wants a warrior's death, and she'll never get that being a queen.
Yeah.
Which is like, man, some of the writing.
We're gonna next week episode. We're probably gonna talk about that shit. But I think it is that time we should.
I have
probably
I have
end
to
it.
finish it. I have to finish the
Yeah.
fucking show.
But if you guys made it this far, thank you. Like, subscribe, do all that. We're on Spotify, the Nerdvana podcast, on everything, Instagram,
TikTok,
YouTube,
YouTube.
TikTok, Spotify. And again, if you guys made it this far, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Take care.